Hey, how's it going, guys? Okay. I decided I better unbox this. You know, M12 fuel right angle die grinder, 3485-20. I got it about a month ago. And gonna do some die grinding, but I'm gonna clean up a grill with it. Okay. A little late to the game, but I wanted a deal on it. I never owned the Gen 1. In fact, this is my first right angle die grinder, period. Okay. Let me give stats on this. Okay. It's got 4 modes. First mode is 5,000. Well, let's see. 3,000 to 5,000 RPMs. Mode 2 is 3,000 to 10,000. Mode 3 is 3,000 to 15,000. Mode 4 is 3,000 to 20,000. So this is supposed to be able to sanding capacity 3 inches, cutting capacity 2 inches. Of course, you're enter the win, you know. See what that little sticker said. Spindle lock. Yeah, I know, it's right there. There's the little book. You know. This is my little Milwaukee pipeline to myself since I wasn't invited. Okay, let's open up this kit. Milwaukee, 10-piece, 2 quick change discs. You got a 1/4-inch arbor, a surface conditioning, medium and coarse, and paint removal and sanding. This was $20 at Acme. So trying to get the Harbor Freight Hercules version of this, but it's never in stock. Got to have it. Got to have this to compare to something. This new die grinder from Milwaukee. I suppose I'll be sitting on that 12-volt, 4-amp-hour battery for the next 6 months. Maybe it'll be available around Christmas. All different grit levels. I got to get some cutting discs. Okay. Now, okay. Let's go to something else. Now, if I'm right, Now let's try a battery on it. That's speed 4. Speed 1. Speed 2. 3. Of course, the best battery. High output XC 5.0. Okay. Wow, this is tight. Okay. Now let's see what the grit is. 36 grit, 32 grit. Well, as long as it doesn't turn into that TV show Alice and say, "Eat my grits." I'm that old to remember those shows. Okay. Now, okay. Now let's work on what I'm gonna try to clean up just a little here. Like I say, this is part of my pipeline event that I've been wanting to, since I'm not invited. How many little YouTube channels like mine get invited to pipeline? Like none. Okay. Gonna work on this grill. It's got some rust on. Let's see what anybody's talking about. Hey, how's it going? Not much. It's nice weather in Illinois right now. Okay. We don't need it to go that fast. Let's try speed 1. Speed 1's good enough for this grill. I put it on speed 4 to probably burn a hole in it. Let's put it a little bit closer. I don't think I need this. Just regular goggles will do. I don't want to wear these at all. It's probably not a good idea, but I'm not pushing it that hard. Let's try to show a little bit more of the grill. See how much of the battery is left. No. Back there, still fully charged. Probably could have done this with an angle grinder, but my angle grinders are pretty strong. Yeah, it's the new one. It's the model number 30. My eyesight ain't the greatest. 3485-20. Got the paddle. Not the old one, but like the new Hercules has. Yep. Like I say, it's the new one. You got to get it on now. Get it on sale shortly because, because of the tariffs, all this stuff. I understand now this is what? It was what? $220? Now I heard it's going to $240. Before you know it, 6 more months, this will be $300. I wanted to buy that brand new I gotta think of it now, from Milwaukee. Brand new rebar cutter. Their M18 Fuel 1 key. It was $700. Now it's $800. Went up $100 because of tariffs. So get used to it. So much of the batteries left. Still got 4. Suppose it would help if I had a smaller battery, but I don't have the 2.5. Everybody knows this runs best on high output. In other words, 2.5 or the 5.0. Love the lights. I got to get a cutting wheel so I can cut some of my fasteners. I don't have one yet. I'll have to get one this week. It's got some power. That's just for speed 1. Oh yeah. It's not even hot. It's a little warm. Not a bad little setup. I'm impressed. Well, I'm good. Throw some paint on it when I get a chance. I'll probably end up doing another video taking the rust off again. Let me clean up the tool. Okay. Not a bad little tool. Bad little tool at all. In fact, probably close to the size of the subcompact non-fuel impact driver. Actually, the impact driver is even smaller. If only this could spin 20,000 RPMs and outrageous stuff. Wow, these batteries are in here tight. Now, if I remember right, you have to click it, you have to unloosen it twice. Now, I am going to put all this into another container. Okay. Now, I got to find something to put all this in. Okay. Do sacrilegious stuff. I'll put all this stuff in a Ryobi in my second generation impact driver that I unboxed about 4 months ago. Okay. Now, if I remember right, you got to loosen it twice. Wow. Okay. Wow, this is glove central. Nice little unit. So like I say, I'm waiting for the Yeah, it is the latest generation. It's been around, what, 6 months now? This die grinder's been around. 3485. Yeah. 3485-20. We'll have to lay it down here. Now. Wow. Jesus, tight one. I know you got to loosen it twice. Shop Tool Reviews said that. I want a bare hand on that. My best bet is to do it this way. Nope, gotta do it again. Like he says, Shop Tool Review said you gotta loosen it twice. You think you got it the first time, but no, it's still got tension on the nut, and you gotta do it one more time. Tighten once, loosen this nut twice, and here it is to hold it in place without using 2 wrenches. Not a bad setup. So tighten once, 2 times to loosen it. You gotta, because then you have to do it one more time to loosen it up. Still looks pretty good shape. I'll put this into a, probably with my new, my new Surge. You know, the M12 Surge. I don't have the M18 yet. Even though the funniest thing ever happened today, I get an email from Acme. It says, "You're brand new." I mean, you know, the email. Your Milwaukee M18 Fuel Surge is going to be coming in the next 2 weeks. I'm going, the only one I ordered was the 2nd gen. I'm trying to think to myself, I think maybe their computer's off over there at Acme, because if they send me the Gen 2 Surge, they must really, well, maybe they like me anyhow. I think I've spent over $10,000 in the past couple of years at Acme. But I don't know how they're going to get those, unless they're getting the Surges in early. Maybe they're worried about tariffs, because, you know, if Milwaukee says released in November at Pipeline, it doesn't necessarily mean they can't release them early. Maybe they're trying to bring in all the shipments they can to get these things to sell. It'd be awesome if I got the new Gen 2 M18 Fuel Surge. Boy, if that comes in, I'll be one of the happiest guys on YouTube. That'll beat this for popularity. Of course, I'm still waiting for my stubby. That should be next week from Text Choice. So let me put this away. My bag for my M12 Surge. It's not all that warm. Okay. Like I say, I think somebody generated the wrong email and keep looking at it. It said M18 fuel Surge. I ordered the second gen. How could they be coming in? It's supposed to be not come in till November. Huh? Unless they got the shipment early. I don't know. It's Milwaukee and it's Acme. Okay, let's move on to our next step. This is the new Surge I got. Well, it's not new. It's been around, 4 or 5 years. The M12, I just got it. I got a heck of a deal. Home Depot, BOGO. Buy this and get the battery kit, return the battery kit. This is $120. Not with these batteries, a little 2 amp hours, a charger in a bag. That was the bag I put the die grinder in. Against the subcompact that I bought back in, April? So, yeah. Okay. And then we're going to do some impacting with the mid-torque, the 2962-20. And we'll just run the 6 amp forge on it with 2 bars. It'll do it. So, we got another battery charged. So, I figured out that die grinder, tighten once, loosen twice. That was Shop Tool Reviews told me that. Watching this video. A lot of stuff he knows because what does he do? He owns an automotive shop. Of course, he got stubbies already in this week, and so did what other channel got the stubbies in? I gotta think now. Shop Tool Reviews just did it. Workshop Addict just did the 1/4 inch one. Remember, he kept breaking fasteners with it. Wow, that little 1/4 inch puts out the stubby new Milwaukee stubby puts out 100 foot-pounds for that little 1/4 inch. That's more than this puts out. That's more than this puts out. And it's a 1/4 inch. Boy, I can't wait to get mine in. Okay. Let's see what we're going to run here. Let me get bits. Can't take these out. These fasteners are stuck in. Well, let's put this a little bit closer. So, yep. Let's see here. We got a good setup going. And then we'll go over with mid-torque and put some lags in. So, get rid of these. Okay, now. I am looking for not quite. There we go. Okay. Let's run it on the Surge, which has a quick collet. And these are Tapcons. I think these are 2.5 inch. I'm running out of fasteners to fasten. And the Surge is a 3-speed. Let's try it in speed 1. That's quiet. This is very quiet. Because I sold my third generation M12 fuel impact drivers. She had two of them. I had a used one and I had a new one I never even used. I got rid of both of them. I'm pretty sure Milwaukee's going to come out with a fourth generation. I'm guessing spring. It's been what they released a second. No, they released a third generation M12 fuel hammer drill, drill driver, and impact driver. What in the late summer, early fall of 22. And then they released what M18 fuel fourth generation impact driver and hammer drill and drill driver in the same time. So I'm sure they're coming out with a fourth generation, then a fifth generation M18. So now let's see how slow we can go here. And of course, this does not have a quick hollet. Okay. Now let's try to go as slow as we can with this because there's no speed control on this. Forget it. There's no way around this. This is noisy. No way. And look how fast it is, too. Okay, let's try out the surge in the highest speed. You know, there's got to be a dog problem. Okay, that's a lot noisier in top gear. See what these dogs are doing. Cole, where are you? Where is he? There you are. Boy. Okay, I'm back. Okay, let's try the surge in speed 2 and see how noisy it is. A lot noisier. What do you expect? Let's go back to speed 1. Can't even do it. Speed 2. Must be some really hard wood. That's getting a little loud now. See what people are saying here. Not much. Just having my own pipeline, Christian. You know, since I'm not invited to that. I wish the Walt had their own pipeline. It turns out everybody does World of Concrete then. You know, World of Concrete, that's coming up in January. My brother-in-law is lucky enough to go to it because he runs a business that involves with all the equipment for it. I'll see if he can take me with next time. Okay, let's try the subcompact, you know. Model number 3450-20. Guess I could try to put one here. Still size difference. I mean, here's the M12 Surge, and here's the subcompact. There is a big difference. If Milwaukee is redoing the M18 Fuel Surge, don't tell me the M12 Fuel Surge will be a second gen coming out. I'm sure there will be. That means I got this just in time because I don't want the M18 one because I heard it's a turd. The new one's not going to be. Okay. The only thing I hate about this subcompact, no quick outlet. Like I say, I'll have to talk to my brother-in-law in December at Christmas and find out about taking me to World of Concrete. He won't go to Milwaukee Pipeline because he buys tools for everything. When you're in construction, you need tools from every manufacturer, not just Milwaukee. And that kind of makes sense. Let's go and put the Surge in speed 3. Hey, Christian, since you're there, I'm going to show you a tool you probably haven't even got. Here it is. I'm surprised you haven't got this. Like I say, the brand new Lineman impact wrench. Model number DCF 937B. So this is loosely based on the 891 and the 892. But it only puts out 600 foot-pounds. But it has 3250 in impacts. And it has 2200 RPMs. I'm going to unbox this in a couple of weeks. I'm in no hurry to unbox everything. I got it on sale at Acme. Saved about $50. I'm going to probably take that loop off because I'm going to take my boot that I have in my 891 and put it on this. But I saw this about 2 months ago and figured maybe I better buy it if it goes on sale. But no one on YouTube has this. I don't know why. I could run drill bits in it. It's all 7/16 stuff. So I could run everything in here. So I could drill with this like a real drill without having it, give me a problem. I don't see anybody on YouTube with this. I'm kind of shocked. There's not too many guys on YouTube with any Lineman impacts at all. It's going to be definitely something different. I wanted it. And like I say, I'm going to have fun with that in the future and see what it does and see how good it is at drilling and everything. But find out what attachments I can get for it for 7/16. So let's see what else we can do. Let's do another one. Even the big channels. I mean, that came out. The Surge. That came out when I purchased it a couple weeks ago. I saw that on the internet back in July. No one's gotten it for YouTube, not even the big channels. Okay. Couple more to go. Actually, yeah, let's do a couple more. Then we'll take these out or we'll leave them in. I can't tell who's faster, the subcompact or the Surge. Let's try that. They're probably awful close. One thing about the Surge, it has a quick insert. I say they're about even. Awful close. I don't think I got 2 bits. And I probably don't have 2 of them. I might, but let's not deal with that right now. But like I say, I definitely want to unbox that in the future, that lineman. That means Milwaukee's going to come out with their new generation. They need to come out with their new generation of that based off the 2967. I see Makita's got one, but it's really, really expensive. So, but DeWalt definitely has everybody beat, because this ain't no honking big one. It's based off the 891, 892. It's just only 600 foot-pounds instead of the 800, which is fine with me because most guys don't need 800 foot-pounds when their linemen don't need that kind of power. And I think if I'm right, that 600 foot-pounds is close to the Milwaukee full-size ones. DeWalt does it again. And they didn't even announce that at World of Concrete. Okay, let's see what's next. So I can drive these. Yes, I can. Okay. Let's use the surge on these now, a little bit bigger. Not too easy. Okay. The only hate about the subcompact, no quick outlet. I know I keep on saying that. They'll eventually make it that way. I honestly think the surge was faster. I honestly do. Okay, that's the stripped out one. This one looks good. Okay, let's remove. Okay, let's try the surge. I don't know. It might be quicker. It might be. It's kind of funny. It's hydraulic and it beats, well, the subcompact I think is only, 1,100 inch-pounds? But they say this is only 500 inch-pounds. Let's see what people are saying. Oh, yeah. The M12 tools are more powerful than what you think. If Milwaukee ever gets off their hind ends and puts forged batteries in here, they're going to have to probably, the only way they can do that, from what I understand, there is a company out there that does make 18650 cells that are tabless. They can fit them in here. Now we're talking. It won't be as powerful as the 21700s, but who cares? At least they can fit it in the same package. Okay, let's try the surge again. Okay. Now let's move back to the subcompact. Surge is faster. Let me kill this light. We still got good light here. Okay. Let's try some other stuff. Well, it's kind of overkill, but I can. Oh yeah, we got 2 of them. Yeah. Okay. Like I say, they can fit 18650 tablet cells in these. I'm sure Milwaukee's going to do it. They just can't fit 21700s. They're too big. Or they can put a pouch cell in here. Be cheaper to do the 18650 tablets. Pouch cells would probably make this little battery, I'm guessing, probably $250. The way everything's going with the inflation and tariffs. You know, before you know it, these tools are going to cost $300. So, okay, let me come up with a fastener. Okay. Here's a new Ryobi window sockets. And it's got magnet. Not bad. Okay. Let's put it in the previous hole. Not bad. Okay, let's go with the surge. Same kind of lag. Let's put it in the hole real close by. Maybe here. Let's remove the opposite. A hot one. Okay. I honestly think the surge was faster. Okay. Let's put it in the hole. Trying to find a small enough hole. Right here. No, not right there. Right here. That's getting hot. Hey. Right here. Now let's try to move the opposite. No, I'm not touching that. Not after twice, even though these are not fast impacts. Far from it. But that new Milwaukee Gen 2 Surge M18 fuel, I understand it's really going to be fast. So we're going to be interesting to see when I get it to pit it against the DeWalt XR DCF 870. Wow, that's really hot. Because this has more RPMs. If I'm right, neighbor is slowing down. If I'm right, no, this only has 3,000 RPMs. And surge, 3,200 RPMs with 3,400 impacts. 4,100 impacts. Way more for the subcompact. So we get everything out. Yeah. Now. I don't know why it froze there. out. I'm doing a YouTube live. Boy. Like I say, the subcompact, I got to get a light to see still. Older you get. Okay, let's go back to this again. The subcompact Milwaukee that came out back in April. Is 3,000 RPMs. The Surge is 3,200 RPMs. And the subcompact IPMs is 4,100. And the Surge is only 3,400. But it still's beating it. Like I say, let's see, am I still going on here? Good. Okay, let's stick for this for a while people are unloading groceries. That ain't me right now. Okay, let's figure out what else I could possibly drive. This is way too big. I guess we could try some of these as long as they don't strip. We'll try to do 4. I just got to get a cutting wheel for my second gen die grinder then. Okay. Let me come up with a bit. I'm always chomping at the bit. One that fits exactly. That's not tight enough, but it might work. I think that might be it. Okay. The only thing I don't like about the subcompact, as I say again, go quick collet. Surge. Quick collet. And by the way, the subcompact has gotten to be really expensive. Everything's going up in price. Oh boy, and we're going into the Christmas season. Okay. Let's try to see if we can even put this in. Not bad. Okay, let's go with the subcompact. I don't know. I think the Surge is faster. I think it's way faster. Or about the same. It's awful close. So let's take them out. Maybe we'll have a race if I can get a good piece of wood to use. That one. With my glasses. Oh well. Okay, let's take them out with the Surge. I'm I'm getting to like this surge. It's quiet. Now this is my third hydraulic. First one I got what's that? Master Force Boost at Menards. It's kind of a big honking hydraulic. Then of course I got the DeWalt XR DCF 870. Now the first generation Milwaukee surge, and I'll soon be getting in a few months the second generation M18 fuel surge. Okay, let's find a spot on here we could actually do this race. Maybe right here. I have to space these far enough apart. Let me focus on this then. Those look close enough. Okay. Subcompact surge. Wow, the surge won. Hey, let's try that again. I tell you, this hydraulics or something. That Milwaukee is going to force DeWalt to make an 8. Let's see, that's a 780. Maybe it'll be called the 785. Before you know it, we might be having a race in hydraulic impact drivers in the near future. Flex has got to come out with one. I know Hikoki, which is Tabo, has one, but they don't import it here. And if you try to get the Hikoki one, you know, from Japan, I think it's $300 or no, maybe even more than that. It comes in a kit. Okay. Okay, now let's switch cans. Okay. Surge. Subcompact. It's a little bit faster than the subcompact this surge is. I tell you, when Milwaukee comes out with their new M18 fuel Gen 2 surge and they make a new M12, DeWalt's going to have to re-up that 870. And well, DeWalt's done making their 12-volt tools. That's a bummer, but I never owned them. Maybe we'll start having a race now of hydraulic impact drivers. That would be nice in the future. Okay. Well, I think we get enough there. Let's see how long I've been online. Okay, we're going to move over to the impact wrench. As soon as I move stuff out of the way. Okay. Let me turn the light on. Yeah, it's lit up. Yeah, both of them are very quick, but that hydraulic is a little tick faster than the subcompact. Okay. Now I got to come up with some sockets. We're going to be running. I got to get my light. I hope they do have a race in the world of hydraulic impact drivers. It'll be nice. When people want maybe some peace and quiet, I can do my videos at 3 in the morning. Okay. 2962-20. If I'm right, this mid-torque came out from Milwaukee, I think about 3 years ago. Okay. Now I got to find some fasteners to drive into here. We're going to drive so many. Okay. We're going to have to warm it up first with some smaller ones. We'll warm it up with small ones. Then we'll try to drive a big one. Okay. It's nice outside, but don't worry. Here in the Midwest, we're going to go back into the upper 80s starting later next week. Oh boy, I'm looking forward to it. Oh well, we're not in charge of the weather. The man upstairs is. If we were in charge of the weather, every country would give each other bad weather. We don't want weather wars, do we? Not really. Nope. Okay, I gotta find the sockets. Okay, here they are. I know where they're at. I know where they're at. Just found them, I think. I got the car out of the garage, so it throws me off. Okay, this has got to be, yep. Okay, I got them. Yep. Got them. Now I will wear safety glasses for this. Ugh. Okay, I'm back. I think I'm back. I wish they make Lethal Weapon 5. Do it before Mel Gibson and Danny Glover get to be too old for doing anything. They've been talking about making a Lethal Weapon movie for 10 years now. Let's make it. Even though I think a Lethal Weapon series that was on television 9 or 10 years ago was really good. Too bad that got canceled. I've been watching it in reruns. Okay. Let's do this. Then I can charge this battery up. I'm like Tools with Soul says. Don't run these batteries and keep charging them every time you get down to 2 cells. Don't put it on the charger. All you're doing is take another cycle out of these batteries. I remember it was over, what was it, a year ago? A guy from Australia can tell you if you hold your battery down like this. If I could do that again. No, okay, let me try that. Okay, here we go. It's putting on a light show. Now look at that. I remember this guy did it. It was a video a year ago. Milwaukee's the only one that allows this to happen. They have it programmed in these batteries for about the past 8 years in these forged batteries. When you return a battery, they can tell how much you used it. And when I did a video for him on mine, when I did a video on mine and sent it to him, he says, boy, you use your forged battery a lot. I said, yeah, I do. Well, now I only want to charge it when it gets down to 1 cell, not when it just gets down to 2, because all you're doing is taking life out of this battery. And now if I have to warranty this, I want to make sure that they're not going to say I charged it too much. That would be terrible, because these batteries are now $250. They're expensive right now. Really expensive. And the 8 amp hour is $300, and the 12 amp hour I think is like $350 now. Everything's going up. Okay. Let us run some wags to warm this impact wrench up. Okay. Let's see where we're going to run it. Maybe right here. Okay, that's far in this man. Let's run another one. Far enough. Okay, let's run another one. Far enough. Okay, let's run another one. This was going to be for my high torque challenge. I can still use it. Oh, loosen it a little bit. Okay, I think we got it warmed up. Let's remove. Now Milwaukee needs to make a lineman off this mid-torque, but bump it up a little bit, since DeWald's already beat everybody to the punch on that. And I can't wait to bust it. Maybe I'll bust that thing out in a couple of weeks and we'll do a live stream on it. But I want to advertise it. I'm doing a live stream so I can get a lot of people to watch it. Let's try to remove this one that I put in. I don't know what I put it in with even. It's been a while. Finally, the washer came off. That's pretty big. I think it's warmed up. Okay. Let's go with this whopper. Let's put it in. We're not going to go that tight. It'll never work. Let's put it in here. Okay, here we go. Let's see where the forge battery's at. Still down to 2 bars. Wow, that don't sound good. She's not warming up that much yet either. Down to 1 cell on the forged battery too. But the handle's sure getting hot. Well, let's keep going. See what the battery's at. Still down to 1. Let's see if it'll remove it on 1 cell. Then I'm done with this live stream. I'm not going to try to put Jen another one in. It's not warming up that much. The handle sure is warm. Motor's not that warm. The battery's going down. Let's see if we can get it out before the battery dies. Okay. 6 amp forge. Wow! It did it. I'm not touching that with my bare hands. Still down to 1 cell. Wait till the light goes off. Well, it did it on 1 cell and didn't die. Now she's warming up. Let me go get a temperature gauge. Let's move this. I'm done with this. That's enough beating up a mid-torque. Okay. Let's run a temperature on this. I can find my temperature gauge. It's got to be around here somewhere. Oh, it's right here. Here we go. Let's see what this thing is really putting out temperature-wise. About 117 on the socket. About 85, 86, 87. See what the motor's putting out. 88. Let's see what the handle's putting out. Let me take my hand off of it. One thing, let me try the battery out. Battery's not bad. Let me take the battery off. This thing weighs a ton, you know? Okay, let's try the handle. This handle is really getting hot. About 81, 82. Wow. She did it. She did it. This is not as strong as the 891, but don't worry, Milwaukee's going to be redoing it. I'm sure DeWalt's going to be redoing the 891 and come out with something that a mid-torque that puts out 1,000 pounds of removal. That would be awesome. One day I'm going to bust out my new 964 and we'll have fun with that when I have time. That'll be a whole live stream. So, okay, guys. I've had a great time here. It was fun doing the die grinder. I never used a die grinder. It was fun to know that the Surge is actually faster than the subcompact. So, okay. Eric the Bearded Tool Guy. I'll be going back online in a few days. Just signing off.